All right, so right now the focus is on the House and what it does with this. That's where you'll find Buddy Carter, the Georgia Republican congressman, also a doctor, was part of that vaccine trial. Very good to see you again, Congressman. I know you're not a fan of the sheer size of this stimulus plan, but it looks like it would, by and large, pass the House. Mitt Romney and others in the Senate have been raising concerns about the total tab and whether it's even necessary now, given some of the economic improvement. Where are you on this?
Well, obviously, I feel like it's the wrong amount at the wrong time for the wrong reasons. This is nothing more than a Democratic wish list. Look, I know and I acknowledge that there are still people hurting out there. I know there are still needs out there. But it needs to be more focused, more detailed on what we're trying to do. If you look at this, only 9% of that $1.9 trillion goes toward public health needs. And not only that, but if you exclude the stimulus payments, then only half of it is going to be paid out this year. That makes no sense at all. The rest of it will be in fiscal year 22. So it's nothing more than a Democratic wish list. There are needs out there. There's no question about that. That's why the Republican senators offered a scaled-down version of something that possibly we could compromise on, but the Democrats simply didn't want that. This is payback, if you will, for their supporters.
Congressman, I'm sorry I misstated. You were a doctor, you're a pharmacist by training, which is still very impressive in anyone's way of looking at it. But could I get your take on how this vaccine rollout is going? It was disrupted by storms, of course, last week. Back on track, we are told. J&J now, with its one-dose vaccine, the FDA clearing it and saying that it does live up to those expectations. Where do you think we stand on the vaccine front? Because right now the supply seems to be, more than enough to meet the demand, but it's that final mile to get to folks' arms that's frozen somehow. Why is that?
Well, Neil, you're exactly right. Until you get those shots in the arms, we're not completed. No, it has not gone as we had hoped it would go. And it's certainly good news that J&J is going to hopefully get the EUA at the end of the week, possibly by Saturday. That'll be 3 vaccines that we have in less than a year of Operation Warp Speed. That is phenomenal. There's no question about it. Now, we need to bump up manufacturing and production. There's no question about that. We need to make sure that we fill in the gaps between the distribution and the administration, making sure that we're doing that. Pharmacists are doing their part. They're now able to get extra doses out of the vials. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is going to be good for a number of reasons. First of all, it's a one-shot dose. That's good. Secondly, you can keep it in the refrigerator under normal refrigerator temperatures for up to 3 months. That'll make it a lot more accessible, a lot easier for pharmacists and for clinicians to administer.
All right, Congressman, thank you very, very much. We'll watch it very, very closely. You know a little bit more than many, of course, having gotten the vaccine itself and was a test case in that. So it's an interesting development.